Hi, I'm Jeff Thomsen. It's important to take a few moments and explain the concept and how you should view this video. We learn through our senses and our intuitive understanding of what to do. Our sense of learning is primarily through our eyes and then the application of that understanding. Whenever you watch a correct golf swing, you develop a neurological grid or blueprint that is permanently imprinted in your mind. This neural signal is what your mind sends to your muscles when you perform a golf swing. In order to change a golf swing, you must of course have a new blueprint. Repeated viewing of this video in a relaxed, uninterrupted environment, showing you the fundamentals of grip, stance, alignment, posture, footwork, weight transfer, and finish position will give you that new blueprint, enabling you to have more fun and play your best golf. The first fundamental, essential in golf, is a good grip. I suggest the traditional Varden grip. Your grip and swing support each other. A good grip gives opportunity to a good swing. A faulty grip will encourage a swing that supports that grip. Place the club in your left hand. The grip should be positioned in your hand where your fingers and palm are connected. Your thumb should point directly down the shaft. Grip pressure should be in your fingers and thumb and forefinger against the grip. With your right hand, also place the grip between the connection of fingers and palm. Your little finger on your right hand fits between your first and second finger of your left hand. You may interlock if this is more comfortable. Your thumb and forefinger of the right hand go over and on top of your thumb of your left hand. Notice the V formed in the pinch of your right thumb and forefinger of your right hand. This is the classic Varden grip. Naturally, you will want to adjust for comfort depending on the size of your fingers and hands. For some, this may represent a major change. In a few days, this change will then seem normal and more comfortable. A good sound grip is essential because it does establish and support your swing. Grip pressure is also very important because the sensitivity of the grip pressure is your feedback point from the hit of the ball. You should maintain constant, light grip pressure in all of your fingertips and pressure points. Now that you are set on the importance of a fundamentally sound grip, let's proceed to alignment and posture. Your alignment will dictate entirely the result of your golf shots. Therefore, you should have an established pre-shot routine and a way to establish your alignment. Watch these steps, pay attention to them, and incorporate them into your golf game. You will see dramatic improvement in your golf shots. Proper alignment is critical in the execution of any golf shot. It has often been remarked that the legendary Ben Hogan had the look that the shot was 90% completed based on how he looked and the presence of execution set up by his alignment. I do think it would be safe to say that 75% of a golf shot's success is due to proper alignment. All alignment requires a point of reference. Let's go step by step through an alignment procedure. Step 1. Aim the ball and club face first. Aim the shot to the intended target or intended shot trajectory. Step 2. Step into the established set alignment as you see here. Notice that my lower body, and specifically my hips and my shoulders, are parallel to my target or ball and shot alignment. Step 3. Now that my hips, shoulders, and forearms are parallel to my target line, I am set and ready to make the golf swing that will send the ball toward the intended target. Guesswork or wondering whether I am properly aligned has been totally eliminated by taking the time to align correctly. By aligning correctly, I have also established a pre-shot routine that I can rely on in every shot situation. Again, as with a good grip, I have set into process a fundamental that I can rely on. The correct alignment and setup will also establish your natural posture. Often golfers are unsure of how far or close they should be to the ball. By stepping into the shot and assuring your alignment, you have then completely set your natural posture at the ball. You should be completely comfortable when you are in your address position. Let's move on to the swing itself. I think most of us would agree the swing has become far too technical in discussion. The golf swing is a total event of motion. Watch my footwork. Notice the ease with which the club swings. It will help you with your golf game. View your golf swing as one total motion. Now that you are set with your grip, setup, and alignment, let's talk about the golf swing itself. We want to simplify the thought processes concerning the swing. The swing has become far too technical in discussion. Let's look at the swing in terms of footwork. As you can see, you simply step and turn back, then you step and turn through by the use of your feet. Playing good golf requires very active feet. As you step and turn back, your left heel comes off the ground. This allows you to transfer your weight back to your right side. If you primarily think of stepping back using your feet, you will make the correct shoulder and hip turn around yourself. Once you have completed a good step and turn, you simply step through, lower body first, as you hit through the ball. Hit through the ball, not at it. As you can see, with active feet, every other motion follows that motion that has been set by your footwork. The club goes along for the ride, following the motion established by an active lower body. What we want is one total motion as you swing. A very important point concerning swinging yourself into the finished position. In swinging yourself into that position, you will have your right foot up on the right toe. Your knees will be slightly bent, and you will be facing and looking at your target. Swinging yourself into this position is a representation that you have executed correctly all the necessary motion to hit a golf shot. By focusing on these few key points, you can eliminate all the technical analysis that leads to paralysis when thinking about your golf swing. We want an absence of tension for free-flowing repetition. Pay particular attention to my knees as I start the downswing. As I start the downswing, I first replace my left heel. As I replace my heel, I soften or bend my knees so they move slightly laterally and toward my target. As my knees soften, it allows my right shoulder to drop under. As you can see, my right shoulder follows my knees. This is the only way you can swing down the target line. Notice that my shoulders at impact are nearly in the same position as they were at address. This can only happen by having soft knees and active footwork. I can assure you that by having active feet and an active lower body, you will not have to be concerned with how and if the club gets to the proper position. By the motion you have created, the club obediently follows and it will naturally swing into the right position. Many golfers are unsure of ball position. The big question they have is it here, or is it here, or is it over here? Ball position is based on the length of club and the shot intent. Watch this lesson and pay particular attention to ball position and length of club. I guarantee you it will help you understand where the ball should be placed. Let's move on to this segment. Short irons. The ball position is in the middle of your stance. Because it is a descending hit, the divot is on the target side of the ball. Middle irons. The ball position is in between the middle of your stance and the left heel. The hit intent is also a descending swing. The ball is hit, then the club takes the divot. Long irons. The ball position is the same as fairway woods, off the left heel. Long irons are hit with more of a sweep, an ascending swing similar to a fairway wood shot. Fairway wood and driver. Our ball position is off the left heel. The shot intent is sweeping or ascending. Therefore, we're hitting up on the ball. Have you ever been in one of these? The dreaded bunker. Most people have a feeling about bunkers that does not even give them a chance to hit a good shot. I think you'll especially enjoy this feature on bunker play. We show a common bunker shot, and with this, you'll have a fundamental approach that'll make bunker play enjoyable instead of a dread. Here we are, folks. The dreaded sand trap, the kiss of death for most golfers. It's the biggest question mark in most people's games. Why? I don't understand. Because sand shots are very simple. They're very easy to hit once you understand the kinesthetic way to hit a sand shot. Sand shots can be fun if you learn technically the things you must do and then bring a philosophy into a sand trap that will give you an attitude to where you don't mind being in a sand trap. The worst thing a person can do is push his panic button before he comes into a sand shot. Sand play is very simple and very easy when you understand the way to do it. Most people neglect two major parts of their golf game. They neglect bunker play and they neglect long iron play. It's important to spend some time doing both of these because at some time or another in your normal round of golf, you're going to either be in a bunker or you're going to encounter a long iron shot. Well, let's specifically talk about bunker play, and let's talk about equipment first. This is my sand wedge. It has 60 degrees of loft. This is the bounce on a sand club. This is the most effective part of the golf club in terms of sand play because the bounce bounces against the sand bounces against the ball, and that is why you see a nice divot of sand when you play out of a sand trap. It's because the bounce has bounced against the sand, bounced against the ball. Philosophically, when you understand that, bunker play can be quite easy. You have to decide that you're going to let the club and the sand help you. That's why sand play is very simple. You have bounce helping you and you have sand helping you, which you don't have in some of your other golf shots. Let me show you some of the techniques, the fundamentals that you will want to adhere to in your bunker play. The first thing you want to do is not build a stance, but establish a stance. Bunker play is different from chipping or pitching in that our weight is underneath us and behind us, not forward. You want to be underneath in this fashion. You want the club face open as much as you can open it. Your grip is going to be the same as for other golf shots. Your ball position is going to be back in the back of your stance, and your stance is going to be quite open because we're coming outside and across in hitting a bunker shot. What you want to do is establish a point at which you're going to hit the sand. It should be approximately 1.5 inches to 2 inches behind the ball. Then I want you to, as we did with our chipping and our pitching, establish a pace to your swing. It's not a big explosion swing or a rush swing or something that has panic written all over it. In nearly all bunker play, you want to think soft, easy, and be unrushed. Do you see how softly I hit that shot? I did not rush it or force it. I let the bounce and the sand do their job in hitting my ball close to the flag. It is extremely important not to make an attempt to force the shot. The bounce of the sand will take care of the shot results as long as you swing through and follow through. Let's move on to what I believe is the most important part of golf. Putting is without question the winning edge. Everyone has an individual preference or style when it comes to putting, but within those styles there are fundamentals that stay the same. Apply these fundamentals to your style and you will see an improvement in your putting. Let's now move to our putting lesson. I'm going to show to you what I believe are the most consistent and most sound fundamentals. Let's begin with the grip. With the grip, as you can see, my hands are facing each other. On my left hand, I have the grip inside the palm of my left hand, and I have the palm of my right hand against the thumb of my left hand. With this grip, my hands are opposing each other and facing each other and in basically a neutral position. In this neutral position, they will complement each other and not overpower each other. I've placed some tools over here that will help you in your putting. This is a carpenter's chalk line, which you can buy at any hardware store. These are my 2 and 3 iron, and of course you need 3 golf balls. I'm going to show you the use of a carpenter's chalk line. For this you need to find a very straight putt, place a tee in the end of the chalk line, and pull the chalk line back approximately 4 or 5 feet. Hold it down to the ground, pull up the string, and you've created a chalk line on a straight line. It's important to practice straight putts because in essence all putts are straight putts. If you learn how to putt along a very consistent straight path, you will build a fundamentally sound putting stroke. The forward press is a very important way for you to start your putting stroke. With the forward press, you move your hand slightly forward toward the hole and then start your putting stroke. This is a good way to relieve tension and a good way to begin your putting stroke. There are two other elements that are essential to good putting. One of those is that you want your eyes directly over the ball or just inside the ball. This allows you visually and kinesthetically to capture a sense of your line. This allows you your best opportunity to line correctly. The second major element that is tied to your alignment of your eyes down your reed line or your target line is similar to what we demonstrated on full golf shots. It's important that you be able to lay a club across the tops of your forearms and have that club exactly parallel to your reed line. This assures you that you are going to have everything that is relevant in your putting stroke lined up exactly parallel to your reed line. Then all you need to do is make a very smooth, consistent stroke that has sufficient pace to make the ball roll along your reed line. The putter must be free to work as a pendulum. This happens by rotating your shoulders, much in the fashion of a teeter-totter working parallel to your reed line. This happens by having a very still and quiet lower body with no motion or movement whatsoever. The putting motion is a pendulum-type motion. Therefore, it must come up in the air both going back and through the hit, similar to the tick-tock of a grandfather clock. Again, you want to hit through the ball, not at it. Those are the essentials of putting your very best. Work on them to the point where they become second nature. You'll be glad you did in your next tournament play or play for enjoyment.